This is Renault's all-new second generation Koleos SUV, and it sits at the top of Renault's SUV tree above the Captur and Kadjar. It's available in 2 trims and with 2 engines. Those engines are made up of a 1.6 litre DCI 134-cylinder diesel that produces 128 brake horsepower. Then there's a range-topping 2 litre DCI 175, again diesel and 4-cylinder. That DCI 130 comes with a 6-speed manual gearbox and front-wheel drive, whilst the more powerful version is available with an automatic and all-wheel drive. There are 2 trims to choose from: Dynamic S Nav and range-topping Signature Nav. Prices start from $27,500. However, we're testing the range-topping engine and spec, and that costs $34,400. That 2-litre engine under the bonnet produces 172 brake horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to get the Koleos from standstill to 62 miles an hour in 9.5 seconds. On an official combined cycle, this will return 47.6 miles to the gallon and emits 156 grams per kilometre of CO2. However, during testing, we're only returning around 34 miles to the gallon. The Koleos never feels particularly rapid. However, there is enough oomph there to happily get along your merry way. When joining a motorway, it'll quite happily bring you up to motorway speeds with little fuss. This has got a CVT automatic gearbox that's simulated to act like it's got 7 gears. So as you put your foot down, it acts as though it actually shifts a gear. It's not too bad, it's not too CVT-ish, which means it's not holding what feels like a gear too long. It's quite well judged, actually. It's a little surprised that this isn't an entertaining car to drive. It is a surprise though that the ride isn't more comfortable. The younger sibling to this, the Kadjar, has got a lovely, wafty, comfy ride. This has still got that vertical movement that suggests it's going to be soft and comfortable, but then rattles over smaller bumps. So tarmac lines on the road, cat's eyes on the motorway, you feel everything and you hear everything as well. There's quite a lot of body lean through the corners, although it does seem to behave a little bit better the harder you push it. The steering's generally consistent. I have found it a little bit heavy on times, but at lower speeds it's quite light and easy to use. Refinement's not bad. There's a little bit of wind noise at motorway speeds and you can hear the engine gurgle along, but it's not too invasive and it certainly doesn't reflect anything through vibration. It's just audible. Visibility all round is pretty good. You feel as though you're sitting quite high in this, and the windows are large as well. There's very few blind spots. It's pretty decent. Now inside the Koleos, it's actually very pleasant. You get these lovely leather seats with the contrasting stitching, which then stretches onto the dash. It's a nice finish and gives it a luxurious touch. This 8.7-inch infotainment touchscreen comes with TomTom sat-nav and a plethora of apps and things for you to play with. It's, as you can see, not the quickest, but it's not too bad at all, and you'll quickly get used to it. The map's quite simple, but easy to follow. This signature model is also packed full of kit. You get dual zone climate control, cruise control, auto lights, wipers, a powered tailgate, and much, much more. In here, I'm pretty comfortable. The seats are firm, but generally comfortable. With the driver's seat in the lowest position, I've got decent headroom, which means taller drivers should be able to get comfortable in here. The steering wheel has very good reach and tilt adjustment, so that's really going to help out. I've got a good view out, as I said earlier, high up. The instrument cluster's neat and tidy, and I've got electrically operated seats. There's plenty of storage as well, with a huge central door bin, a little tray up front, this slide back for 2 compartments with cup holders, and then a really deep central bin, whilst the glove box, as you can see, is not too bad. Also up here, sunglasses holder, which then brings me onto the full-length panoramic electrically operated sunroof. Getting into the back of the Koleos is helped with these big wide opening doors, but you step up into it, so you feel really high up in here. Space is absolutely magnificent. There's a huge amount of leg and knee room, and headroom's pretty decent. These are also very comfortable seats. There's quite a lot to keep people occupied back here. You've got some big door bins, 2 USB charger points, and a power socket. Between the seats is a fold down armrest with a couple of cup holders in the middle, but because this has got the winter pack optional kits on it, it gets rear heated seats. Very posh. The Koleos' boot offers 458 litres of storage capacity, however with all the seats down that can be extended up to 1690. It gets a big wide opening and a large flat floor with 2 side compartments and some underfloor storage. So what's the final verdict for Renault's range-topping SUV? Well, for me it looks great, and that could be its unique selling point, whilst it also feels very luxurious inside. However, it doesn't do enough individually or stand out from an already cluttered market to make it an obvious choice. It may, however, get lost in the mire of so many competitors, which is a little bit unfair on the Koleos. Thanks for watching. Do check out our website for all the latest news and reviews, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for free and let us know in the comment section below what you think of the new Koleos.